Well, originally, hi. Let me start over actually. All right, hi, I'm Lex. And today, Tuesday, we're doing a makeup tutorial because Monday is Lex Talk Fashion, then Tuesday's makeup, Wednesday's our lookbook, and then the rest of the week is, I don't, it's whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, um, I originally had something planned to go up because I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel. So I had filmed what I what my new updated skincare routine was, but I didn't want to shock you with my normal voice when my voice is currently sounding like this, and everyone be like, "What the hell happened?" So I will post that. I don't know, next Tuesday or something. I don't know. Also, I was inspired by some of the comments that I got about how I looked like one of the girls from Showgirls, which I'd actually never seen the movie before, but I knew of it, and having just come from Vegas, kind of made me want to play in that realm still. So I found some looks that are really, really fun, and I think I'm going to attempt to recreate some of these showgirls looks, just one look in particular. And of course, it has rhinestones all over it. It's the most convoluted, ridiculous makeup look that exists, but we're going to do it because I have just enough energy, I hope, to attempt to do it. And so that's what we are going to attempt to do. I'm going to first start putting my base on. I don't usually start with my base, but because there are rhinestones involved, um, I I would usually start with just doing the eyeshadow because fallout and all that stuff. But because there's rhinestones, things come down to here, and I just want to make sure that I have everything covered before, I don't want to like get my BB cream all over the rhinestones and ruin the shine. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me get my shit together. Let me get everything out and let's get started. So I have my skincare on, but I'm just gonna blot whatever I have excess off of it just so we're not oily. We don't need to be oily for this look because they're not. The only shine and sparkle that exists on their face is from the glitter and rhinestones, which that is my jam. I always start with this color correcting rescue balm. It's called Green Cream, and its purpose is to color correct any redness you have in your face. Now, as somebody who tries to wear as little as possible in terms of, uh, foundation or anything like that, I found that this is a game changer. I still put on my BB cream though, only because it has SPF in it, and that is the most important thing to me. However, I am looking into finding a really good uh, SPF that I can just kind of spray on my face because I know the SPF eventually just kind of wears off, and I want to put something on that doesn't, mess up my makeup or affect it in any way. And so I thought maybe having like a spray, an SPF spray would be really helpful. Also, I'm trying to get Sean into wearing SPF so he can protect his skin because I can't be the only beautiful one here, okay? All right? I want to have a trophy husband too. What is wrong with me? Anyway, as you can see, it really did a beautiful way of color correcting all the redness in my skin. It's not perfect, as you can see. You can still see some blemishes that I have from when I dig out my unibrow, but I'm trying to get better at that. Anyway, I use the BB cream by Maybelline. I'm so sorry that I have this insane vocal fry right now, but this is what my voice is right now, and I don't know what else to do, so I apologize. Anyway, this is essentially just how I put my base on. Like I said, I like to have as little as possible. It gives, not that I have wrinkles or even like fine lines or anything like that. I do not like my smile lines, which by the way, I just learned how to lessen them. I hope it works for me. It was advice given by a dermatologist, so I hope it works. Anyway, we'll see. So, okay, I'll tell you. So basically, she said make sure you use hyaluronic acid, and that will plump up your smile lines so you don't have lines here anymore. I really want to get rid of this as well. But like I said, I don't really have any deep set anything, which is nice, ideal. That's pretty much my base. That's what I do. Yeah, all right. So now that my base is on, I'm going to focus on the eyes. I will put a little more. I have a powder that I can put over where it's like a little still red. You can still kind of see a little bit of the blemish sort of thing, and that covers it completely. But I tend to not put any of my finishing powder, my translucent powder or setting powder until everything is completely done. So this is the base for now. And now I'm going to do my primer for the eyes. I found it. It's in my Vegas bag. My Vegas bag. All right, and I also found my clip, which was also in my Vegas bag. All right, I don't want it to like indent though. I don't know how these girls do it so that the hair doesn't get messed up. Anyway, my primer is a Makeup by Mario. I used the darker one, and I'm just going to put that all over my lids. I like to use my fingers because it gets it nice and warm and ready. And sometimes I'll even just put it here. I don't like to because I don't want to waste it. I feel like I could just put a cream base on there instead. But if I'm like in a rush or doing something, I'll just cover up the balloon, you know, just like that. And that'll be that. Anyway, I'm just going to cover my eyes with the primer. Okay. Now that I have that on, this is essentially just a very pink sort of base makeup and then like black and white eyeliner underneath and on top. And then rhinestones. So nothing crazy, you know? They don't put the blush where I like to put the blush, so this is going to be interesting. But we're going to do it. So I'm going to use this palette. It is a Cara Beauty palette. A lot of the colors are, as you can see, fall warm colors, which are exactly what I need to get that pinky brown sort of look. So I'm just going to use a light pink and then a brown. It looks like they have kind of just going over doing this thing, a swoop, a sweep, and then a little highlight underneath the eyebrow. And then the rest are like black eyeliner, white eyeliner, black eyeliner in the waterline to here, and then I guess a winged liner with rhinestones on top. Okay, let's get started. Hi, welcome to a closer part of my face. I'm going to go in with this very pale pink right here. In this, it's called Barefaced, and I'm just going to tap it on the entirety of my lid. This is going to prevent creasing. And so I'm just going to tap it on the entire lid. It gives this nice, like, bright, pretty pink effect. Still looking natural. Not that anything else about this look is unnatural, but, you know, it gives a nice base. It warms up the eye, and it gives something for the other colors to blend into. Okay. From there, I'm going to actually change my brush because this is a little too fluffy, which is great for when you're doing a whole lid, you know, and you don't have to be precise. But when you want a little more precision, you want a little more, you know, density and, you know what I'm saying, like in the brush. It's got to be a little fuller, but also thicker and denser. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm going to go in with a deeper color. In this palette, it's called Journal. I just did this, and now I'm going to go in with this. I'm just going to put this in my crease, which is my eye socket. I'm just going to tap it on before I start to blend it. And my technique is to tap on the color and then blend. Tap it on and blend. So that I can control the amount of color I want. Because as you blend, what happens is the color obviously distributes and gets lighter. So now I can see how much I'm actually putting on, the color, that distribution that is happening. I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. Same color, same technique. Tap and blend. As you can see, I'm also creating a winged look. I'm going up and then into the crease, just like that. This is where I'm going to need the most precision, because in the picture you can see that it kind of does this whole sweep above the whole crease of just a darker shade before it goes into the highlight. So I'm going to go in, with a little tanned right here. So this brown. I'm just going to tap my brush into that, just like that. And I'm going to lightly tap the shape onto my lid. I'm going to start here and then just kind of sweep it across. That was a little too dark. Cool. I'm just going to blend it out. Make it look a little more purposeful. Ugh, it's so dark. Okay. That was a little too dark. Let me just get a little off of that and just... And again, we want to sweep it up. So it has like that swoop there. It's kind of like the vibe. This is like the boring part before you get into the fun, pretty rhinestones. So I'm going to make the same mistake and go super dark again on the other side. So now we just have to match it. And then just sweep it out. And again, sweep up because we're creating that sort of like cat eye sort of look there. Get that pigment on and then blend it out. As you can see in the photo, it is very distinct shape. Like it's just like it is there, you know? So I'm going to just make sure you can really see it, but I don't want to muddy it too much either. Sweep it up. And just make sure they both match, because my eyes don't match. All right, I'm going to fix this up and then we're going to get into the fun part. To get that more precise line, I did actually go in with a very fine brush. As you can see, this is more of like a eyebrow pencil brush, but I really wanted to make sure you could see that definition, that fine line. And then I just kind of, you know, buffed it out a little bit, blended it a little bit more. So it wasn't too harsh, but you can still see that there's a line there. It's purposeful. All right. Now I'm going to go in with black in the waterline, white underneath that, and then black again underneath that. I think actually a dark brown, but black in the waterline for sure. So to do that, I'm going to go in with my one size Bodacious Black Point Made, and I'm going to put that in my waterline and then pull it out a little bit. You'll see. Just like that. And now I'm going to pull it out just a little. And same thing to this side. It's a little messy because it's a cream and not, you know, a liquid liner, but we're going to make it work. All right. So that's the first eyeliner. We're going to use a white primer and a very fine brush like you would use for your eyebrow. And we're just going to go exactly as close to the waterline as possible without covering it. Wish me luck. It's already messy, but it is bright. At least we got that going for us. The black liner directly underneath that. I am actually going to sharpen this because my sharpener, the one that I do have in front of me, will fit this. And I need it to be very precise. As precise as I can get it, at least. We're just going to go. Just like that. All right. Now that I look fucking weird. I kind of feel like it should be going upward. I'll fix it with the liquid liner because, yeah. All right. All right. Now, I got to do the liquid liner on the top and then the rhinestones. So I'm not going to go all the way to the corner, the inner corner, just because it's going to be covered by rhinestones anyway. But I am going to give myself a little bit of a wing beneath that as well. See how that's going like that? That's the direction I want it to go in. There you go. There's a hack. Just rub it up. Don't quote me. Anyway, we're going to do the same thing to this side. Same idea. We'll just brush it out like that. So it kind of creates like this gradient pulling out. Just like that. All right, good enough. Now for the rhinestones. For my rhinestones, you can see I have these really pretty light iridescent ones that I'm going to use. I also don't like to use eyelash glue. And I tried to use the Unicorn Snot glitter glue. It's not good. The best thing to use is this glitter primer by NYX. And just put it where you want them to go. I'm going to use the same brush that I had the white on. And just kind of tap it on there. And then put the rhinestones on from there. Don't worry, I'm not going to make you sit through all this. We're going to time lapse it. Let's do it. All right. It took a minute. We're not going to talk about that. Anyway, so that's done. For whatever reason, my eyes are now watering like crazy. Love that for us. But I'm going to do my eyebrows real quick and hopefully get this done before my eyeballs fall out. I mean, that's ideal. Oh my God, why am I watering? Hold on a second. All right, it's now time for the brows. Thank goodness, because this just does not look right without them. All right, we're trying. I'm just going to put the gel. This is the e.l.f. Brow Wow in Taupe eyebrow gel. And now for the blush, which, like I said, blush is not where I usually put it, but this is where they want it. They kind of blend the blush with the highlighter and the bronzer, but I don't really use bronzer, so I'm gonna try though. And we're going to, okay, fine, bye. Dip into a dark brown here, just to put it there, just in the corner here. Just gonna put right above there. Obviously, I shouldn't put the highlight on right now. Let me just blend the blush out first into the bronzer. This movie was made in mid-90s, literally 95. So that's kind of where his makeup inspiration is coming from as well. 90s. This is where their blush placement is, I guess. I am not much of a what do they call it? Contour kind of person. But I'll try. All right. These keep falling because my eyes, because it's wet now, even though my eyes stopped watering. Okay. Good enough. Okay. What do I say? Lips. Duh. Okay. So the lips are like this, like baby pink, glossy lip. So I'm going to line them with my MAC Half Red. And then I'm going to put just a gloss on top. I'm not even going to put a color. Just literally this and then a bubbly pink gloss on top. Pretty pink gloss I'm using is this Buxom. It's a plumping gloss and it's in Sandy. Yeah. Okay. That's pretty much the look. Let me get my finishing powder on and then that will be that. All right, and that is the Showgirl. I tried, guys. They're clinging on for dear life, and I am about to tear them off. This is the Showgirl makeup tutorial. I actually did have a lot of fun doing this. It's something about like focusing instead of sleeping for today. I'm still not feeling great. I don't know what it is. I'm going to see my doctor just to make sure that I'm okay. I did take a you know what test and it came back negative, so I don't know. I'll know. Anyway, like I like the concept, like it looks pretty, but I honestly you can't really appreciate the lashes because the rhinestones just like blind them out, you know? And I guess that's why they had like the eyeliner on the bottom. Am I about to ruin this? To kind of like, because that's what they did. They had the, it was much more obvious. But once I put the rhinestones on top, like you couldn't see it anymore. But anyway, that's the concept. Okay. Well, I hope you had fun. I am going to tear these off of my eyeballs and get the gloss off because, you know, if you know gloss, it just gets all up in your hair and you just can't win. Anyway, 90s, baby. What can I tell you? I hope you have an amazing day. I need to stop talking. And yeah. Thank you for spending time with me today. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Sorry, I'm just like distracted because this is driving me insane. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is my unexpected and yet also some expected lookbook of like fashion that has always gotten me, like people have approached me about. Okay, that's it. Anyway, have an amazing day and I'll see you tomorrow. Until next time.